Hello YouTube family, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Sharida, and in today's video we are getting into the only 5 Middle Eastern fragrances that you need in your collection. Okay, so I finally dropped my Middle Eastern fragrances video a few weeks ago, and you all spoke. You all said, I love this, you know, budget friendly options, give us more. Okay, give us more, because I don't know about you, but I was blown away when I got my little, you know, toe in the pond of the Middle Eastern fragrances world. And it's been a whirlwind. I probably added like 20 to 25 Middle Eastern fragrances into my collection within the past couple months. And I am giving you 5 that you must, when I say you must, get your nose on these, okay? And at these price points, what's stopping you? All right, so without further ado, let's jump right in. All right, so you guys, this first one on the list was a blind buy. Actually, dang, all of my Middle Eastern fragrances are blind buys. They're just not easy to sample, so I thought. Okay, I have found a couple places that you can get your nose on a lot of these, but you have to purchase like discovery sets. Like you can't just purchase the single decant, so that's the downside. But at this price point, at least you can look at the notes, maybe kind of read some reviews and determine if you want to get it and not feel like you have to hold your breath because you spent $300 and $400 on a fragrance. Okay, we talking about $30, $40 for a lot of these, $150 at the most. Okay, so this first one, I got this because I was on the hunt for a vanilla. Like outside of our beloved KLE Vanilla 28, I wanted a Middle Eastern fragrance that really was vanilla forward, that wasn't super spicy, that wasn't sharing the spotlight. I wanted a vanilla. And a couple people made comments, you know, hey, I'm getting into my Middle Eastern fragrances. Do you have a vanilla for us? I have one now, okay? This is TARTEEL Silver, and this is from the house of Arabian Oud. When I tell you, this thing smells so rich, delicious, addictive. It's marketed towards men, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see, is it marked unisex? No, it's marketed towards men. However, don't let the woodiness and the aromatic quality that this kind of has in the opening fool you, because the ultimate dry down is going to be the most sweet, delicious, addictive vanilla sandalwood scent. That is what you're going to be left with, okay? So if you are fearful because it is, you know, it says marketed, you know, to me, like I feel like if you have smelled Altair and you find that that is very wearable for you, chances are you're going to feel the same way about this one. But I think this one leans even more like unisex. Like I feel like even Altair is just a touch more masculine than this one, because this one is sending me. I have not had this bottle for too long, you guys, okay? And we are making it through the bottle. I mean, fast. And the thing about this one is it performs. It lasts, it projects. It's, I don't want to say beast mode. Some people find this to be beast mode, but you know, everyone's definition of beast mode is different. But for me, this has great projection, great longevity, and it's a 10 out of 10. So if you're looking for a vanilla, powdery, woody, sweet, you know, slightly floral scent, then this is a must try. Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. I think I got this one through JOMASHOP. I will of course link all of these in the description box, but this one normally is a little pricey. It's a luxury brand, you know, Middle Eastern brand, but you can still find this very discounted. So this one opens with notes of pear and bergamot, and then you have lotus, jasmine, and cedar, and it's the cedar that makes it, gives it like a little masculine flair in the opening. So keep that in mind, but just wait, okay? That dry down is going to get you. You have a dry down of sandalwood, amber, musk, and vanilla, okay? The vanilla is singing to me, and I cannot recommend this one enough, okay? I don't hear enough people talking about it in these Middle Eastern streets. TARTEEL Silver by Arabian Oud, must try. Absolutely a must for vanilla lovers. Okay, so you know your girl KLE Mona dropped her Oudgasm collection. I would love to hear from my Middle Eastern frag family. What are your thoughts? Have you smelled it? I'm gonna tell you my thoughts. I thought that that collection as a whole was just amazing. And then the Bakor, she done introduced me, honey. I have been burning those wood chips in that little Bacor machine burner. I was gifted the Caf Oud chips, and I mean, the way that fumigates your home, I will be re-upping as soon as I'm done with the jar I have, and I will be getting through that jar rather fast because it was just such an amazing experience. So the fragrance I want to talk about out of that collection today, because I will be getting full bottles of all of them. I have the Vanilla Oud, which was gifted to me, but that one just doesn't scream Middle Eastern fragrance to me. The one that really says Dubai princess is going to be Caf Oud. This one to me has the biggest oud presence. I know some people are like the tobacco oud does, but for me, it was Caf Oud. Like, this oud is done so beautifully. Oh my God. And it's so rich. It's cappuccino, it's rose, it's geranium. You're definitely getting the oud, you're getting some patchouli, and this is just absolutely delicious. Okay, so don't think this is going to put you in the mindset of anything like an intense cafe, or no, this is very dark and rich. You know, this is black dress, this is date night, this is not when you wear to work, or I mean, you can wear whatever you want, but I feel like this just says sexy. This says date night. This says like we are going out, we have somewhere to go, somewhere to be, and I'm going to smell amazing. Okay, this fragrance is stunning. This one will be my next purchase. I've already purchased the full bottle of the rose oud, which is, I just needed it. I needed it. I needed more feminine ouds in my collection. This one is definitely leaning a lot more unisex, but it's sweet, so you know, put it on your skin. It could go either way for you. I always recommend starting with the tester sizes, the little travel 10 ml sizes, and see how you really feel about it, because I'm telling you, if you're an oud lover, if you love Middle Eastern scents, which is why you're here, I think you will absolutely enjoy the entire collection. For me, the vanilla was the least exciting because I got the least oud. Maybe that's why it was the least exciting. It was nice, it was vanilla, it was sugary, but I wasn't wowed. I was wowed by the other three because it really gave me like Middle Eastern. It was giving me the rich, the like the opulence is what I was looking for in those three: the tobacco, the rose, and the cafe. Banging. Okay, banging, solid release from KHAMRAH. All right, so the next one I want to talk about is from the house of Navitus. Now, Navitus is a luxury perfume house where I feel like it is becoming more popular in the YouTube streets, but I really don't hear a lot of people bring up this house when they're talking about Middle Eastern fragrances. So this one is a house, you know, based in out of Dubai. I feel like you are getting that Middle Eastern quality. You know, these are all X-rays. You are getting, you know, the smells and the richness and the boldness of those quality fragrances that we have come to know and love in the Middle Eastern fragrance world, and you're still getting it at a great price point. No, it's not going to be like your $30 or $50 cheapies. Keep in mind, luxury house. And Chocolate Queen, okay? Chocolate Queen is my favorite chocolate fragrance, and I have quite a few in my collection, but let me tell you why I love this one, all right? Oh my God. The amberwood in here, the hodgepodge of decadent, delicious, sweet gourmand notes, which I think is a dulce de leche. Then you have, you know, the dark chocolate, and you have Irish cream, if I'm not mistaken. You have so many edible notes in here, but this one does not get too sweet and like foodie. It doesn't get too foodie. You're going to smell like pure, sweet, luxurious opulence. That is the vibe that this gives, and I just like, this is masterpiece chocolate fragrance to me. I don't hear, you know, people talking about Chocolate Queen. You must. If you have never tried anything from Navitus, if you are a gourmand lover, if you want something rich and deep with some, you know, some mystery and some darkness and some deliciousness, this is the one. I love this fragrance so much, and I'm so happy that we're finally getting into fall where I feel like I can really wear this and get a lot of wears out of it. I mean, definitely a sizable dent. I think this probably came out very end of 2022, somewhere around there. So I'm so excited to bring this one out again, because this one is just a must. This is going to give you all of, you know, your Middle Eastern vibes, but with a very, you know, a very big gourmand presence, but it doesn't get overly foodie. That is how I can sum it up. And you need her. You need her in your life, okay? Check the description box below, which you can actually save 10% when you shop Innovative Perfumes and you use the discount code. I think these are priced at like I don't want to quote the price right now because I know they just went up on their prices, but whatever it is, honey, this is worth it. This is worth full price point, but you can save 10% when you use my discount code. So this next one, whoo, it blew me away. It blew me away. And I did speak about these last two in my previous video. If you haven't seen my Middle Eastern video, check it out because I think I have like maybe 15 fragrances in that one. But I want to highlight this one again because I feel like they did such a phenomenal job with duping one of my favorite fragrances, Rosendo Matou's number 5. If you've never smelled that one, then you just wouldn't have anything to compare it to because I feel like nothing smells like Rosendo. People compare it to Baby Cat. I have Baby Cat, I have Rosendo. They don't smell alike to me. I'm sorry. They just smell very different. They give me a different feeling, very different vibes. For me, Rosendo Matou's number 5 is very, very musky. Is very sexy musk. You have this saffron, you got this gorgeous vanilla sweetness, almost like a caramel quality to it, and it is just, I don't know what they put in it, but it just does something to me. And it ain't because of the notes. It's just, it is something in the DNA of that fragrance that drives me crazy, and it drives people on the streets crazy because you're constantly getting stopped, harassed, accosted about your fragrance when you wear that one. So I actually had set the bar low and had low expectations for ISHQ Gold because I said there is no way that you're going to give me Rosendo Matou's number 5 for $30 something. It's just not gonna happen. Honey, I took this thing out of the box and I sprayed it, and when the particles came back down and met my nose, I was speechless. I was speechless. You need it. You need to get your nose on it. I feel like if you want something that smells like money, rich vibes, the saffron, okay? If we're talking saffron, we're talking sick notes. So you're automatically going to get that rich vibe flair. But if you love it sweet, if you love it different, because it has a leather note listed in here, but I don't get leather. Sometimes with the Middle Eastern fragrances, the notes that they're giving us, it's not really what you're gonna smell. Okay, so this one has a note that can come out rubbery. I don't know what spice causes that. I don't know if it's the way the saffron is done. I don't know, but you're either going to get that or you're not, or you may get it in the opening. Very refined, beautifully done, and I cannot recommend this one enough because if you are thinking about the real deal, start with this one, $30, okay? Because you're gonna pay a good 20 something for a 5 ml decant of number 5. Just get this, get the bottle, give it some real wearing experiences. And like I always tell you, when you get these Middle Eastern fragrances, you need to spray them about 5, 6, 7, 8 times, let them sit for a good 24 hours at minimum, then come back and try it on your skin because it's going to really give you a real sense of what the perfume should smell like, because I don't know what goes on in the shipping process, but so it's almost like chemicals or something can get trapped in these straws when they're empty, and whatever it is builds up, and so when you spray it for the first time, it may come out very different from what the fragrance is supposed to smell like. So take my advice, do that, and it really will like make your Middle Eastern fragrance experience journey just a lot better, trust me. Okay, and yeah, so ISHQ Gold is just a love, and this is from Lattafa Pride collection. All right, so the last one is also from Lattafa, and let me know if you want a top 5 Lattafa video because I can definitely put one together for you all. This one is KHAMRAH. Took the fragrance world by storm around this time last year, I think. Now, the unique thing about this one is it smells like quality. This bottle is actually giving quality, which is funny because the reason I didn't want to try this one is because the bottle is clearly like this knockoff of Angel Share bottle, but the quality of the bottle is still the same, actually, of Angel Share. Maybe a little better. KHAMRAH is often compared to Angel Share, but I love this one so much more. I had Angel Share for almost a year. I decluttered it because I never pulled for that fragrance. Something about the harshness of the cinnamon on that one, it was very sweet, very boozy, And I just didn't find opportunity to, oh, you know, this is an angel share occasion. Let me put this on. It was something about the way the spices are done. It just wasn't, it wasn't for me, okay? I loved it when I sampled in that little bitty vial, but the overall wearing experience, it was just not it for me. It was too much of something, okay? This one is perfect. KHAMRAH is perfection. You're going to open with this gorgeous fruitiness from the bergamot. You also have spices like cinnamon and nutmeg, but this one is so much about the gorgeous dates, praline, and you have some white florals in here. I think there is like a tuberose and a mahonial, but it's not going to come across as anything super floral at all. It's not smell like a floral perfume at all. I think that it is there giving it balance, which I think is kind of what Angel Share could have used, more balance, maybe some florals to get that balance. Because if you look at the notes of Angel Share, there is no floral anything, and it's a lot of cognac, and it's just a lot, and it's not gonna be for everyone. But I feel like if you weren't a fan of that one, try this one, because this one was a love at first sniff for me. This has beautiful richness. It's got akigala wood in it, which is going to give it amazing lasting power and projection. I told the story before. I got a compliment on this perfume 13 hours after I wore it, and I didn't walk across this lady. I walked up behind this lady, and she smelled me from behind her head. So the sillage was still sillaging at the 13-hour mark, okay? So make no mistake, this is going to be the best $49 that you will spend in all of your perfume journey. Trust me. It's spicy, it's sweet, it's well balanced, and okay, this is from the nose of a JOMASHOP perfumer. So the same perfume firm as Louise Turner's, which gave us Blanche Betts, Lost Cherry, my favorite nose, Quentin Beach, who gave us all the Delinas, Guidance, so many beautiful fragrances. So it doesn't list the perfumer, but know that the nose behind this is probably a master perfumer, and it shows in the quality of this juice. It shows in the quality of these ingredients. This one is just a must. Perfect for this time of year, fall, winter scent all day, but I also find that it layers with so many of your other Middle Eastern fragrances. So definitely get your nose on this one, because it's ranted and raved about a lot on YouTube, and it's just so justified to me. Totally worth the price point, of course, and worth the hype. All right, again, this one is KHAMRAH by Lattafa. All right, you guys, so that is it. If I could recommend 5 fragrances that you need to get your nose on in these Middle Eastern streets, these are it. These are all amazing. They perform, they garner compliments, and they are not going to break the bank, which is what I absolutely love about, you know, these particular Middle Eastern fragrances. They don't break the bank, and you smell like money, you smell rich, you smell phenomenal. Drop me a comment, let me know if you have any of these in your collection, or if anything has piqued your interest. Are you interested in trying any of these? Have you tried the new KLE, you know, collection? I'm so in love with that collection right now. And I just love that she got back to her Middle Eastern roots, like all the way 10 toes down, honey. She was not missing words when she came out with that Oudgasm collection, and I'm here for it. You guys, be sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Give the video a big thumbs up. It is real. I love you all, and I will catch you on the next one, YouTube.